he
Yeah,
goes,
there you
yeah, me and my girlfriend were doing shit on FaceTime,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't have a dildo,
Uh-huh.
so. And I was like, well, what the fuck did she use? He was like, so she used a cucumber. I was like, why the fuck, of all the household items, would you use that? And he's like, I don't know. But the point is, it is now stuck up there and she can't get it out. And I was like, and so I go from me being dead fucking tired to me being like, what the fuck? And so I'm like,
Tell her to sneeze,
okay,
it'll come out.
what? So I go, you mean it's like all, and he's like all the way, and I was like, and this is a fucking loaded question. I was like, well, how big is the cucumber? And I was like, is it easy enough for her just kind of like stretch in, fucking slide? And he was like, no, we've already tried it. And I go, and at this point, I just wanted to fuck with him. So I tell him, okay, here's what you need to do. You need to tell her to get a fork and just and jab it in. And he goes, wait, will that really work? And I was like, absolutely. Call me when it works. I hang up the phone. I fucking wait a minute. I'm like, damn, maybe it worked. And he's not. He calls me. He's like, why the fuck would you tell me? And I was like, well, fuck. I thought it would work. I don't know. And I was like, it's like, did you get it out? He's like, no, it's still in there. And so he's like, I'm gonna just have to take her to urgent care. I was like, you're really gonna explain to the people at urgent care how this happened?
Yes.
He was like, can I come pick you up? He goes, can I come pick you up? And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'll pay you $50. And I was like, alright, cool, I'm there. So we go to urgent care, and his girlfriend, by the way, looks fucking mortified. And
I'd be mortified
I'm
too if
just-
my boyfriend told his friends that I shoved a cucumber up myself.
right? And so we're just kind of sitting there waiting, and the doctor comes out and goes, which one of you is the boyfriend? And I just immediately fucking point to my friend. I was like, him. And he's like, alright, so we got it out, but for future reference, tell her to use her fingers, because that was the most fucked thing. And he was like, if that had gone any deeper, you would have had to go to a fucking, like, what's the vagina doctor called? Like the fucking...
Gynecologist.
Yeah, that. You would have had to go to that, and there's not one in town. You would have had to drive like 3 hours. I was like, holy shit.
You about fucked yourself there, Gavin, with the with the fork part.
Now that would have been 10 times funnier if the fork got stuck up there. And,
And so we're kind of in the car, and we're driving back, and I go, yo guys, I knew this one guy, and his girlfriend shoved a cucumber up her vagina. And me and him started laughing, and his girlfriend just looked fucking mortified the whole time, and I was like, well, you fucking shouldn't have done that bullshit.
I'm pretty sure on the cucumber it says do not eat for not for internal use.
So the fucking guy, I'm done. By this point, everyone's fucking dying. And my girlfriend and my other friend are just looking at me like, how have you never told us this story? What the fuck? And the guy that's like working that night is like, dude, if you ever want to fucking do open mic, please let me know. And I was like, I don't ever want to do this shit again.
Never again.
Never again do I ever want to do that bullshit again.
You know, Gavin, if that
That
ever happens to
somehow-
me, that's the story I'm using.
That somehow manages to not be the weirdest thing that happens all night. So it was me, my girlfriend, our other buddy, and his chick. So we're driving them home. I drop my girlfriend off. I drop his girlfriend off because they live close to each other, and then I'm taking him home.
Foursome. Oh, Mike Leg.
Can we put us in a game, by the way?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't want you
Well,
guys, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to wait because of this. I can talk and play.
Candy.
So, you know, we're driving home, and he goes, "Yo, have you ever tried anal?" Again, I don't know why my friends just feel like they can ask me this question. At least like that, like kind of lead into that. Don't just be like, "Hey, yo, you ever fucking done anal?" So, I was like, no, I have not. Just haven't really felt like it. And he goes, So I was, doing shit with my girlfriend the other night, and she
Just
goes,
out
"Yo,
of curiosity, what is the best weapon now? Cause
Oh wait, Trey, you need to get rid of the Krig. You need to get rid of the
get rid of
Krig.
the Krig. Get rid of the Krig."
They
I
up-
wanted
they-
to, I
they-
wanted to
Should have
they-
left him.
No, listen. I'm watching TikTok, and they
They-
said that motherfucker went 410% up on recoil. I
Yes,
was like, that
yes.
is bull fucking
Yes,
shit.
He's got it equipped right now as his main weapon. Stop.
Yeah, I have that one equipped, but the main one I use is RAM and Car 98.
So what I'm hearing is, fuck.
That's pretty balanced, honestly.
Car 98
Car 9's
or the Swiss is the way to go.
Yeah.
I've always stuck with Car 9.
I've been
I
using
love
the Swiss. I'm kind of fucking with the
it.
Swiss
And I
right
didn't
now.
level up the Swiss, so I said fuck it.
All right. So, anyways,
I'm sorry for
Fix your
interrupting.
class.
Are you ready,
Nah, you're good.
Trey? Or do you need a second?
I'm good. I was double checking to see what guns.
By the way, Trey, whenever you
viable.
load in, you can pick your loadout. That way, whenever
And
you
edit it.
go, to like the box, the loadout drop to grab it, it'll just be right there instead of you having to scroll through.
Mm-hmm.
About fucking time. You don't know how many times I fucked up
So
my
like,
class.
while you were telling the story, my mind was wondering, right? So like,
Oh fuck!
Don't worry. I clipped
if it got stuck,
when he just
right?
clip it,
Because
go
it's
back
like